Hello everyone and welcome back to Susa Plays, where we are going to play GeoGuessr again. Our challenge, 5 minutes for each round, has this seed, which will also be found in the video description, so you can enter that into your browser and play the seed for yourself. And then you can come back and laugh at my pitiful performance compared to your excellent performance. Or the other way around. Either way. This is how I do. I start off in a city, as you probably did if you played along, but let's move along from that tangent now. We have plenty of things to look at here. Let's not get stuck too far. Let's look at what's important here. We're driving on the right side. We seem to have a lot of Chevy trucks and pickup trucks. Macaulay Heritage Park. Macaulay? Could we be in... I mean, the buildings looks like brick buildings, old buildings that you probably think you were in Europe. This one particularly looks like it's a bit older, but at the same time it looks pretty new. It's a bit of a slope. I mean, this could be probably San Francisco or something. Or Canada. We have Road 33 with a crown above it. Loyalist Parkway. Do not block intersection. Of course we're speaking English, and there's the Canadian flag. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So we are in Canada then. Now, where in Canada would this be? Miss Lily's Cafe. Murray and Associates, accountant. Let's not look at everything. CruiseAmerica.com. Well, we are in Canada, so I guess you can do that. County Canteen. Banking Center. I don't see any French road signs. The yellow fire hydrant is apparently Canadian in their origin. So, the Edward. Another Canadian flag. There's no French, so I don't think we're in the Quebec, Montreal area. We could be over in Calgary, we could be over in Vancouver, or we could be in Newfoundland. Full Service Health Club. Okay, well, let's have a look around. Another Canadian flag and another. Okay, this one looks like a pretty official building. Is it? Ah, it's the post office. Picton. Is that the town we're in? Okay, we have something over here too. Prince Edward County. 2401. 401. There's like a crown on it too. Royalist Parkway. Prince Edward County. The Looney Bin. I guess that's a shop of some sort. Because a loonie is a Canadian dollar, right? So it's like a dollar shop. Like Prince Edward County. I'm pretty sure I've seen... It could be on Prince Edward Island, and that's what I saw probably. Would Prince Edward County be on Prince Edward Island? I don't know. We don't have those roads here though. The 401. 104. Come on. Close enough, right? 105. There's a Canadian leaf there. Not okay, we weren't gonna look in that region. Maybe we're in Ontario. Maybe we're in Saskatchewan. We were in Vancouver. Prince Edward. British Columbia. Thunderhoof. Prince George. That's close to Prince Edward. Australian. Alexandria. It's like all over the world. I'm gonna put us on Prince Edward Island for now. But I am gonna look around a little bit more. Because we are in Picton, maybe. It seems like a large enough city. They have theaters. Neil Diamond tribute. So if we didn't know we were in Canada, after all those flags, we would know now because they have a Neil Diamond tribute playing. Pedestrians, stop for pedestrians. Right, if this was the US, they wouldn't. No, I'm kidding. Main Street, Medical Crate. Happy 200th birthday. Quint Boys return. McDonald. Right, it wasn't this town that has its 200th birthday. Lots of flags though. Oh. Oh, Prince Edward. There was another Prince Edward here. I guess Prince Edward he got around, I guess. Or perhaps there are multiple princes. Also, we were in that region which I thought was French speaking, so I would have expected to see more French. Maybe the French speaking region is more along this area, and this one is more of a English speaking. I'm not sure, I should probably learn about that. So we were right in the middle of this town called Picton. So Picton Post Office was the correct clue there. You can't see Picton on the map though, I don't know why. Maybe it's covered by the location marker. Well, too bad, we couldn't get a better score there. It's difficult in Canada because it's so spread out. Like most of the population is along the US border here, but if you guess the wrong part of it, then you're very far off. Anyway, let's go to the next round. Ah, here we go. Long desolate road. Maybe I'll do better on this one. The camera is good. The trees are... could be Europe, could be Australia maybe. They do look a little bit European. Let's see which side of the road. We're driving on the left though. So that sort of rules out Europe. We don't drive on the left in Europe unless we're in Britain. And this does not look like Britain. That's something. So if we're driving on the left, then I would guess Australia or perhaps South Africa, because they also drive on the left. As does Japan, but again, this does not look like Japan. Let's have a look at these signs here. Can we read these? Sort of. Nyalingki. Okay, well, that, can we read them from the other side maybe? Oh, yes. Right, Ngalingji, Cherubun, Jugerari. Well, I would say, so I click the other direction. See the one on the bottom? Oh. Yakanara. Well, that sounds African to me, but not necessarily South African. Could we be in Namibia maybe? We have some pretty Dutch sounding names here. I mean, Ngalingji does not sound... it doesn't sound Dutch. It sounds more native. Like these ones, there's Chitungwisa. This almost has the same sort of like the DJI ending and the NGA beginning are not very common in West European languages. This one starts with a non-capital letter. Like you have Kalinji over here maybe. Well, then we would have seen the Arabic script language, as we would if we had been in Ethiopia. I mean, maybe Kenya. They have some of these. A zombie. I'm not sure. Could be in. Well, this would also have the Arabic script. I'm not sure what you call that. Ghana. Here we have the Nkwanta, so the ones that start with an N, even though it's not a vowel following it. So St. Louis. And then we have the Arabian script again in North Africa, which we did not see here. I didn't figure out anything here. Let's just check if they have some in Australia, if they have some of the same. 1770. Well, that's original. Do you have like Nkwana and... No. I'm gonna put us in... Well, South Africa is much more common. I think I've been in Botswana once. But I'm gonna put us in North South Africa here. Because of the places where I've actually been before on GeoGuessr, I think the sort of letters, the language on the signs were most like there, but then again, I guess it was Australia, in the northern part of Australia. Can we find any of those names here? Zoom in pretty far. Where is that? Okay, well, we were in Australia, but I can't find any of those places. So I don't know exactly what that was all about. And looking at the names of places over here, doesn't quite fit with that sign. We do have Manda Bulangana here, and Bola Bola, Bola Bola, Pardue, Broome, Derby, and the ranges: King Leopold Ranges, St. George Ranges, Fitzroy Crossing, Miller Ranges, Pernululu. Was that one of the one we saw on the sign? Kalkarinji. Maybe it was this way. Top Springs, Dunmara, Delamere. Okay, well, let's not dwell on that. At least we know now that just because the names look African doesn't mean it's not Australian. Anyway, let's go to the next round. Here we go. There we have the back of a Junior the Earls, I think. We have some mountains. Ooh, what's this? Flag? No, that's just a number and a name. Okay, we're headed south. See some mountains around, the yellow center line, which I'm not too inclined to trust. This, however, perimetro, that means border, right? Nome, Nome, Alaska, no. Bom Nome, Urbano, perimetro urbano, that's the city limits of Bom Nome, Bom Nome. Alright, so we're in Bom Nome. There's another red flag. Okay, well, I apparently clicked there. And I don't know what this means. It's controlled by the red team, I suppose. Or the yellow team. Apparently I clicked and it moved me to somewhere else on the map. We got off the road and now we're inside of a small village of Bomb Gnome. And I don't know if we can get back. Probably we can. Well, that's a fancy car you got there. Well, what part of the world would I say we're in? I do see some green leaf trees. Rita Enfermera 14777. I'm not sure. It must be some sort of Assemblia de Jeux. Is that French? Also flags, but they all have like numbers. It's like the road signs are flags on the top of the houses. 14, 14, 14. Is it like a festival? There again, 14. Bon home, Quermedanza, bon nome, Quervital. It's like there's an election or something. Prefecto Dr. Vital. This is Dr. Vital's territory. Apparently he's number 14 on the list. Perhaps there's a politician coming from this small little village, and there's an election, and he's the 14th one on the party list, so everyone's vote says vote number 14, because that's our boy, or girl, doctor at least. $14,777 is the number. Rita Encomedico. Well, that's interesting. It seems to be very important to these people. Oh wait, we entered into number 22 region here. I guess yellow 22 is up against number 14 red, and everyone's showing their support. So let's see who wins. I can't really tell, and I can't get back to the road we were on. Now what country is this? There's Dr. Vital. Okay, I guess it's a man. I'm not sure. 14777. What country is this? Oh, he's driving around and sort of delivering the message here with his loudspeakers on the car. So everyone's involved. Doesn't seem like no one's involved. What part of the world could this be? We've had some elections in Peru before, so I'm gonna put us in Peru because I have nothing else to go on. Reginaldo Rubens something da Silva. Compare distributoria. 14 seconds. Can't tell, that's some sort of grocery store. This is a gift shop. Yeah, I don't know where we would be. It's a restaurant. We were in Brazil actually. In Pernambuco. In Bom Nome, yes, of course. We knew that, but we didn't know what country we were in. All we knew was that red 14 and yellow 22 was the big choice of the day. Could they be football players? Like number 14 and number... No. The picture on the car was not a football player. I mean, it could have been a coach, maybe. But still, that's not a very good guess. All I did was go on that we had an election in Peru. So I thought maybe lots of Google footage was taken on around that election. So okay, and then we have absolutely nothing. That's not great. Let me try and just reload the challenge here. No, okay. Well, I don't know what I'm to do about this. Let's quickly refresh the page once more. Yes, start challenge. No, okay. So there's no way we can do anything about this. That's unfortunate. Zoom out, zoom in. Turn to start. Can't do anything. This happens sometimes, but usually you have that little bit of an arrow so you can move a bit and then it sort of resolves itself. But for now, I have no clue. I hope this doesn't happen for everyone. If I click on the GeoGuessr main page and then take the seed, which I have, of course, in my copy, and put it up in here, then maybe? No. Okay, well, I guess we have to make a guess then, because I can't move. I can click on the map, or I can click on the what would be my window here, but yeah, where could this be? Let's say we're in Kansas, right? Make guess. No, we were actually in Bolivia, the border to Chile. Well, that might have been interesting. I've been in Chile and I looked through all the regions and didn't find the one I was looking for because it was the very far northern one, Arica region. But yeah, maybe if we found the border we would have a really good score. But since we couldn't see anything, it was pretty difficult. Now, this one, these hills looks like Scotland or Ireland. Sort of grass covered round hills. Also have the cow. That cow does not have a head. Oh right, this is the head. So it's sort of bending around to see if its tail is still where it left it. A little bit of a river. Looks nice. Let's go south. There's a bit of a crossing. Actually, it's just a side road. There's a big sign up there. If we're getting there, we might be able to read it. Looks like we're going in that direction. There's a sign as well. Hickey Road, Argyll Road, no exit. Better not go in there. Arley Road. Going south on Arley Road. I mean, this could still be New Zealand, perhaps. They don't have that much cattle, though. There's more of a sheep territory. As is part of England. But I guess there could be cattle somewhere in Britain. Okay, what does this say? It says Gazebo Girls at 7 p.m. So if you want to see the Gazebo Girls, come back at 7. Let's see if we can find anything else. Is that the ocean I see over the hill there? Or is it just forest? Well, there's some sheep. And there's a herd of cattle, I believe. Or just a pile of garbage. That's possible as well. No, I see some... there are lots of hills and forest around there. So where could we be then? I did say this looked like the British Isles. And it does. But I haven't seen any real evidence of that. Maybe this will help. Give way, so English at least. This one says, I'm not sure. We are driving on the left, which we would be in New Zealand as well, so that's not a huge help. No dumping. Well, express written approval from the CHB District Council. Equestrian Central. .co.nz, so this is New Zealand. Alright, what's part of New Zealand? We're down here. Some more mountains. I'm gonna guess we're in the North Island. Not from any major... Okay, maybe this will help. Wellington 264. That will help. Wellington is in the North Island. This is the 2 road. We're going south. So we're north of Wellington. We're on this road here. Are we on Waipawa is close. Waipukurau is also close. There's Waipawa and Waipukurau. So let's put us close to those. Like 6 and 13 kilometers. It's very close. Maybe we were on this road when we came in. Or this one. We were going south. So maybe we were on this road and then we came onto this. Well, we're a little bit north. So maybe we were over here. Let's see, which direction did we enter? Maybe we're on this road. No, we're closer to Waipawa. We're down here, maybe? Somewhere. Yeah, this is south. We were driving south, so... Yeah, okay, we were on the other side. This is Argyll Road. I should look for Argyll Road. Right. Argyll Road. And this was Hickey Road with no exit. And we came down to here. And that's where we saw the sign. South to Waipawa. I always get confused to which side I was coming from, which side I was looking at. But I did turn around to see that sign, I guess. I went a little bit south, a little bit north, and then saw the sign backwards. Well, we managed to figure out New Zealand and got a good score there, but we didn't get a great score because of, well, this mistake and this little bit of a glitch here. Also, well, we missed out on Brazil, Peru there. So with all those combined, we got a poor score. Also, the Canada one wasn't good either. So I guess it's good that we collected all of these, that all of these mistakes happened in the same round as we had this little bit of a bug. But it's nothing you can really do. Sometimes Google Street View just doesn't work. And there's not much you can do about that. But it doesn't happen very often. I only had that problem twice, I think, in this series. And then once, and because my recording software somehow messed up in a recent episode. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you played along, I hope you didn't have that little bit of a glitch. But if you did, you still probably had a good chance of doing better than this. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time.